Hello. So today I am going to show y'all my setup and first impressions of my Hobonichi Cousin, the English version that starts technically in 2023 January, but I have moved it early and I will show you how I did that as well. Let me take out my pen. We're going to talk about this some later too, because this is not my preferred pen typically, but for this planner I think it's going to be my best friend. So first off, let's talk about the cover and the planner. I went to a little craft place and picked both of these up. They tend to keep everything that is really special and hot and in demand in stock, so that's very lucky. I went yesterday and looked at all the different covers, and this is the one that I chose. I knew I was going to get the Cousin, but I wasn't too sure on the cover. I had seen this one on the Little Craft Place website, and this is a Hobonichi cover. Let me see. Yeah, it says Hobonichi right here, and it's cloth. So let me take all this out, and then we'll talk about the planner. Okay. Sorry, my little bookmarks got stuck. So here's the cover. It's very soft, but you can tell it's a very durable fabric. And it is bendable, but you can tell there is something thick on the side. I like how it has this outside pocket. I love all these pockets here. And then it came with these two things, and it was so cool to be able to read this in English this time. And then it has the new Tomo River paper, but apparently it's not this year, it's 2024 that they're coming out with this new paper.
2024?
Yeah, and this feels very, very similar to the current, so I don't think, you know, it seems really, really similar to me, so it's not very different. I love on the cover, it feels like a canvas. It's very thick, it feels very durable. I love the print, and I love the closure of it, how you can put your pen in there to close it, or you could store two pens if your book gets thicker and you want to keep it open or whatever. So I love that. Okay. And the other accessory I purchased was this little, I guess, I don't know what they call it, but you put it behind your page so you can write there without imprinting on the other pages, or if you're doing watercolor or something, it won't go through to the other pages. So I got that. Now let's talk about the setup. I purchased this big vinyl there, and I put it on the front. And I did not get the Avec. I got the one that has the full year in one book. And I love how it doesn't perfectly lay flat, but I'll show y'all in a minute, if you have it in the cover, it lays pretty flat without having to mess with it too much. So you can see it's Hobonichi Cousin 2023. Everything is in English. It does have a few Japanese parts, which I'll show you. Has the Perpetual calendar. A lot of people in the Facebook groups are asking what to do with these pages. I have my A5 Perpetual calendar from my rings here that I had made. I tend to put my holidays or birthdays, paydays, days off, and like the days that my kids have no school, or the days that there is a football game, I put that there so that it's just an at a glance, you know, so I can go ahead and know when all my paydays are, all the days off school. And when I go to plan my week, it is a month at a glance. So that's what I use it for. But I haven't set it up quite yet because I did move in early. So I haven't set up my Perpetual calendar yet, but I will do that. Okay, next, it has the monthly section. It has a Monday start. And it starts with December 2022 for the monthly. I went ahead and marked a couple holidays on here. This is my son's birthday, New Year, Valentine's. I used the Hobonichi, not Hobonichi, Coffee Monsters Co. holiday stickers. Okay, so fast forward to September. I went ahead and moved in early. I changed the dates by making it a Sunday start. That made the dates correct. I plan to use my monthly as my budgeting section. So I have my paydays here and how much my bills are that come out on payday, and then how much some of my other bills are will be on these pages. And then I used some Fern Creek stickers, some other stickers, and some Coffee Monsters Co. washi. Same thing here. Same thing here. December, I used some Coffee Monsters Co. vinyls that were super cute because I don't have any Christmassy looking washi. Okay. And then I'm marking the month with my Ollie clip. Ollie clips are really good if you have a Hobonichi. Okay, so then the monthly goes through January 2024, February, March. Okay, it goes through March of 2024. So you can do some future planning. Then it starts in on the weeklies. Now, some people put their tabs on the weeklies, but I did not. I chose to put my tabs on the dailies. So, as you can see here, I back planned this week. I need some practice, and I'm not too keen on how it came out with this kit, but this is how it came out. It has hours from 5 a.m. to 4 a.m. So it has a true 24-hour calendar. And since I don't typically do much past 8 p.m., I just chose to use the bottom as like a running to-do list. Okay, here's where we're going to talk about the pen. I initially used my Tool 0.7 gel pen to write in here. And I do use this in my Hobonichi weeks, but for some reason in here it's smudged. There's a lot of ink smudges everywhere on this page. So I did some pen testing in the back of my Hobo weeks, and the Sarasa Dry 05, this is the one that they sell on cloth and paper. I think this is going to be the best pen to avoid smudges. And also, if you're a lefty, I think you will like this pen because it dries really, really quick. So I'm going to show you an example. Let's just put over here, you know, buying groceries. We'll just let it dry for, I don't know, 5 seconds. Barely smudge. I mean, if you leave that for 10 seconds, it's not going to smudge at all. So, really happy with that. You can see how bad this part smudged, and it had been drying already for several minutes. So when I plan next week, which I will do in a separate video, hopefully I'm not going to have as much of a problem. You can also see the Tool 07 shows a lot through the paper, and I will say Tomo River paper, it shows a lot through the paper with most pens, so if that bothers you, this probably isn't the planner for you. But anyway, this continues all the weeks, and then at the end of the weeks it has this little page that says, so after December 31st it has a little page that says turning the page to a new year. And then this was also a blank grid page, so I put in my reading tracker, which was just a big sticker that I cut down to put in here from Simply Smith Stickers. Every monthly, on the daily, every month has a blank grid page that you could do whatever you want. So I like that. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do there yet. So I put these tabs on from Amazon, and I used the monthly stickers from an Etsy shop called Sticky McSticker Face. Also got these at Little Craft Place. So I put those all on the first day of the month for my dailies. And then here's an example so far of how I've set up the daily. I think it's a little different than what some people do, but I have a lot of daily sticker kits and I just thought that they would be really cute in here. I'm supposed to be cleaning house today, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Procrastination at its finest. We'll let that dry for a second. Okay. So what I've determined I'm gonna try first is each day I'm going to have I may or may not always use a kit, but for this week I just chose to use a kit. Each day, instead of the hours that are here, I have chosen to cover the hours up with a long to-do list because I already have it in an hourly format on the weekly. So yeah. So we'll see how this works as far as just having a big to-do list, and then I want to keep the bottom for some journaling. And then as I said, on Friday I kind of split the page and put like some budgeting on one side because that's payday, and I want to try to just use this planner for everything. I'm hoping that this is going to solve just trying to buy every different insert, every different setup. Like I really just want to make this my baby for the next year, and that way I can stick to my budgeting. That would be good. But this is typically how it looks. It has some quotes at the bottom in English. I thought they would be more like motivational type quotes, but to my surprise, a lot of it is like educational or just like little facts. So I thought that was funny and I liked that. So I have all my monthly tabs on. Let's go ahead and I'll show y'all what's in the back of the planner. Here's my number. I guess they're numbered. Okay, so after December 31st, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 grid pages that you can use as notes pages. Then I like this. They call this the timetable. This is to write a recurring schedule. So I think that's pretty cool. I will definitely use this to keep track of like Braden's color guard practice and when some of my different shows come on, or things maybe like house cleaning. I can use for one of them like for a household schedule and one of them for a cleaning schedule. Haven't done that yet. The next is a graph. So you can put whatever you want there. The next is a favorites page. And they say great place to put your favorite books, movies, restaurants, events, games, and then rate them. So I'll probably put shows on there. And I love this. I haven't decided what to do with this. This is called My 100. Make a list of 100 entries for anything you want. I think this would be a good gratitude list. So I think that's probably what I'm going to use it for. And then in the back, they have another favorites where you can write all your favorite things for the year. And some of the things are funny, like your favorite cloud shape, your favorite pizza topping, your favorite historical figure, proverb, chore, walking route, way to cook eggs. I think that's pretty funny. Then they have some tips in here called how to better enjoy conversation. So that's interesting. Next, they have this little 12 grids. It says words to remember, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to use this more like the 12 boxes in the Erin Condren. I'm going to put some washi up here and put months on here and just have important things for each month. Then this is a 365 days checkoff sheet. I think that would be a good running tracker for me. So I really like that. Then it has a gifts. You can put if you received it or if you want to give it. Then it has 8 address slots. And then it has personal notes. So if you choose to, you can put your name, birthday, email, and contact info. And that is all. So I'm going to put this back in the cover. I have seen a lot of people struggle with putting these in the cover. So I'll show you the tip that I saw online from, I think it's Karna Likes to Plan. I'm going to forget her name, but anyway, you can bend both sides of your book back without damaging it. Just be careful. And then slide them both into your cover, which you can also bend into the same shape. She had a Moterm cover that was really nice. I do also have Notique ringless that I can use. So there you go. You just slide it on like that. And I love how it has this really nice, I don't know if they're real leather or faux leather, little bookmarks that you can use. So I am choosing to bookmark my monthly with the cloth and paper. Well, hang on. My monthly with the bookmark. And then I'm using the cloth and paper. I'm putting it on the weekly and the monthly, so I can flip like that. So I thought that was a good idea. And then I'm putting my other bookmark on the daily, and I'm also using this little clip that says today. And that's it. And then, as I mentioned, you can put your pen in here to keep it closed. This one is a little big in the little, it has this little plastic gripper that makes it a little hard to get in there, but you can wiggle it more in there. But anyway, I just really love this whole setup. I think I'll keep this actually back here. No, don't like the way it sticks out. I'll keep it in the back cover how I had it. So all I'm really keeping in here for now is I'm keeping this in the back cover here, and then my kit that I'm using for my daily this week. If I always use kits, I may not always, but I had quite a bit of this one, so I just thought when I'm starting out, it's easy. I'm not great at lettering, so that kind of gives it a more decorative element for me. And y'all, that's it for now. I'm really, really excited for this planner. I am gonna go ahead and do my weekly for next week, and I will post a separate video on that, which I hope y'all will check out. Let me know if you've ever used a Hobonichi before, if you plan to try one out this year, and you know, if you're not, then is it because you're so in love with your current planner? Or I have found a lot of people are actually a little intimidated of how to use a Hobonichi, or it's almost has a, I feel like a bullet journal. Like some people think you have to make it look so perfect, but you know what? I used to feel like that, and you really don't. This is just like any other normal planner. So long as you like the paper, you like the layout, just make it your own. So anyway, I hope that y'all will enjoy my plan with me's going forward in this planner, and I will see you in my next one.